Well, hello. In this little exercise on Secure Shell, we will manage the server's host keys and the user's known host file. And we'll solve the problem of the user being unable to connect after the server's host keys have changed. The top window is my client and the bottom window is the server, so Rocky91 and Rocky92. Now when SSH is installed on a Linux system, it will automatically generate some private and public keys in the etc ssh directory. In this case you see that there are different types, and they all represent a different algorithm so as to support multiple clients that use any of these types. Now the first time you connect to the server, you'll be told that the authenticity of the host cannot be established. In other words, you cannot be certain that this is really the machine you want to connect to because you have never contacted before. So its identity is unknown at that moment. So it might be someone else's machine that pretends to be the machine you want to connect to. What you could do is ask the administrator of that machine to run the following command, which will generate a fingerprint of the public key of that server. This way you can verify that the fingerprint of that key is the same as the one that you see in the message. So you either verify or you simply trust, and then you can accept and log in. So I disconnect, but now I know that next time this host can be authenticated because I store its identity in my personal known host file. Now let's replace the keys on the remote host. So we cd to etc ssh and we remove all host keys. And then we generate new keys. And from the client we try to connect once more. Now you will receive this warning. This means that SSH suspects that the machine that you connect to is not really the machine you think it is. And it literally tells you that it might be that the host key has been changed and you should change the key in your own known host file if you're certain that this is the correct host. So if you do not think this is a man-in-the-middle attack and are sure of that, you could simply copy and paste this key into your known host file. And you can always contact the admin if in doubt. You could also remove the host public key altogether, like this, and then you will have to start all over again. And if you like, you can find the commands in the description of this video. And we're done.